Hey guys, and welcome back to the Heroes Global Summer Circuit. My name is Arctic Shadow, and you guys are tuning in to the C Regionals happening right now. I'll be bringing you the cast for the rest of today. I can see a lot of you saying give Bun Bun. Unfortunately, we weren't able to get Bun Bun for you guys. I'll try later on, but he's a bit camera shy, I believe. But yeah, the next game between Relics and Renovatio is up. I think we're ready for the draft, so let's take a look and see what it's actually going to be. It's going to be Tomb of the Spider Queen, the smallest map, but it's also the map that lasts the longest in terms of playtime, the highest average playtime map, due to the fact it actually doesn't really it doesn't really sway one way too crazily in terms of objectives. Those web weavers are pretty easy to deal with, and it doesn't really give you that huge of an advantage in terms of the map. Of course, certain things are changed out, like, heroes perform a little bit better. Like Asmodan is definitely one of those heroes that performs really well here on Tomb of the Spider Queen, especially when you have a Kael'thas there to clear those creep waves fast for you, to help you stack up on those stacks for your dunk there, of course. But yeah, we are gonna go into it. Sorry, just having a bit of a cough right here. As have been covering the entire series from the start till right now. Hopefully my voice will be able to hold up for today as well as tomorrow, as I will be covering the event tomorrow as well. Today is the group stage. Tomorrow will be the playoffs. And I believe Babel will be joining me tomorrow, so that's something that we can all look forward to, and myself as well, to maybe give myself a slight break in terms of that. But tomorrow will be the playoffs, guys, where the top 3 teams of each group will qualify on to tomorrow. The top seed will the two top seeds of each group will move on to the winner bracket, while the second and third place teams from each group will go down to the losers bracket to play it out for the one slot at DreamHack in Sweden sometime next month. That will be the globals, of course. Here we have 2 top teams. This is going to be a really interesting game here. Renovatio going up against Relics. Renovatio, the defending Southeast Asian champions right now, while Relics, one of the top teams as well in Southeast Asia, coming in second from the qualifiers in Singapore, of course. But we just saw them beat out Black Sheep 5 2-1. They did make quite a few mistakes earlier on, but they were able to come back in the second and the third game, which did help them out really well too. So Relics going up against Renovatio. Both teams now are top of their group with 3 points each. I believe Renovatio is ahead, considering they went 2-0 while Relics went 2-1. So this matchup is going to decide who goes first place in the group. Because after this, Relics will be playing against Hot Hit Gaming. I do expect them to actually beat out Hot Hit Gaming. Not easily, but I think they should have a chokehold and a strong point on that game. So it should be fine. This time around, though, we're going to see Relics going up against Renovatio. These two teams, I think Renovatio is going to have a slightly harder time against Black Sheep 5 in their final matchup. But I think Relics is going to be fine. Why is Deadly Fat Man? Hold on. Let me deal with some of this. Okay, sorry, just dealing with some of the in-game things. I believe another game thought I was actually covering their matchup, so they were inviting and waiting for me to join up into the game. But it is going to be, I think the other game happening is Sabun Gaming going up against Renovatio 2, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, we will be covering this matchup here, Relics versus Renovatio. So let's get into the draft. Sorry for all the delays there. Zul and Tiranda is going to be banned out by Renovatio. I do expect them to pick up Sonya at some point. They have always been picking up that Sonya, but it doesn't look like they are going to go for it this time around. Falstad and Muradin going to be banned out by Relics, as they do pick up the Greymane and the ETC. So they do ban out the Muradin. They pick up a strong tank in ETC. Arthas, hopefully this time around, will be picked up by Renovatio, and maybe played with a slightly better compared to what Black Sheep 5 did in the previous game. But Relic so far picking up the Greymane, ETC, Tasada, as well as that Lunara. So they have quite a bit of damage. They have the DOT damage from Lunara. They have the burst damage coming out from Greymane. So that's a good combination there. They do have the Tasada, so I do expect them to go with a secondary support here, or maybe, just maybe, even an Illidan. But I don't think so. Illidan isn't banned out just yet, but I don't think that's the way to go for them here for Team Relics. I think the final pickup will be a secondary support in maybe even Rega, I guess, or maybe even Uther, or maybe even a Karazim. Karazim would actually fit quite well into their lineup. Renovatio, though, going with the Kiltas, Uther, Thrall, and Johanna right now. I guess they didn't really have a choice considering Muradin and ETC were picked and banned, but I think Johanna wasn't the right pick personally. For all of those who know, have been watching my cast over the past few weeks, I just feel that Johanna doesn't do enough in terms of what she brings to the team. I think maybe an artist after the rework would have been actually better here instead of the Johanna. But they do go with that. In fact, I think it's not the worst, but it's just a really tanky front line that doesn't really dish out quite a bit of damage. She doesn't really have anyone to blind out. I guess maybe the Greymane and the Lunara. So I guess that's fine too, but I don't know, I just feel that she doesn't do enough and she doesn't bring enough to the table in terms of that. But over on Team Relics, they do finish off their draft with the Rega as expected. They have the Tasada to provide the support needed in terms of damage as well as the shielding. Rega to help with the hard supporting and healing. ETC for the front lines. If you take a look at Renovatio, they do have 3 heroes actually that can all of them can cancel out the mosh pit, so I don't think ETC is gonna have a good time with his mosh pits here. Maybe stage dive might be the way to go for that global presence, because if you take a look, Sylvanas with the arrow can definitely cancel out ETC's ulti with his mosh pit. Johanna with the pull, Troll as well with the sundering, Uther with his stun, and Kiltas with his tornado. Could easily cancel out all the stuns here, cancel out the mosh pit here from ETC, so it's going to be pretty hard for him. Right now, just still waiting for the players to create the game, I believe. The draft is going to be done. Of course, if you're just tuning in, this is the... this is the Heroes Global Summer Circuit happening right now. This is the C Regionals going on. Relics versus Renovatio, playing it out for the top seed of their group. I believe in the other matchup, we're going to see Resurgence playing against Team the Resistance. I think they are up in that matchup as well. We'll get back to you on that and keep you updated with what is going on over there. But yeah, again, my name is Arctic Shadow. I'm still just waiting for the game inside to be created. Still waiting for both sides to ready up inside the game. It is going to be Relics versus Renovatio. Based off the draft, who do you guys think has this? So do let me know in the Twitch chat. I will check it out once the game is over. But based on this draft right now between Relics and Renovatio, who do you guys think have it? Personally, I think I'm going to give it to Relics just because they have the more solid lineup, I feel, in terms of that. They have the sustained damage in Lunara. They have the burst damage in Greymane. The 2 supports in both Tasada as well as Rega to provide ETC with the front line as well. I think Relics has this, to be honest, in my opinion. But yeah, Renovatio as well, you know, they are the defending champions, so this is going to be a crucial game for them. Will this secure themselves, you know, their place in the playoffs as well as securing their first seed? That is the question though. As I mentioned, both teams will be playing it out for their first place seeding, which will push them into the winners bracket during the playoffs, while second and third will drop down to the losers bracket in the playoffs. So these seedings are really important as well. To mention, the map is going to be Tomb of the Spider Queen, one of the smallest maps in Heroes of the Storm. It is also one of the most balanced maps in terms of objectives not swinging either way too crazily. You can't really snowball once you get one objective, of course. But yeah, both teams are going to join up here in the match, so we're just waiting for them to start up. They're picking off the heroes. Again, if you're just tuning in, this is the Heroes Global Summer Circuit. This is the C Regionals happening right now. Just some quick shout-outs to our sponsors. Razer, our official peripheral sponsor, as well as XSplit, our official streaming partner. Without them, we wouldn't be able to bring this live broadcast to you guys. So, oh, I'm on camera. Hello. I didn't even notice that. Sorry. But yeah, if you're just tuning in, welcome to the stream. We're waiting for the game to get set up there. I'm not feeling too well actually right now. I'm not too sure why. I think my throat is starting to get to me a little bit. As you can see, I am solo casting. Hopefully, Babel will be joining me tomorrow. I did ask him earlier if he will be joining, and he did mention that he will, in fact, be joining me in casting tomorrow. So hopefully, we will have Babel there for me to cast alongside him, as he will be able to bring, our cast to greater heights, so to say. But we're still waiting for the game to start up in the matchup. We also still have our Twitter shoutouts going on, so make sure you guys head over to Twitter and tweet at us HGCSEA. The tweet handle is HGCSEA. Tweet at us your shoutouts, whether you're supporting your favorite teams, your countries, whatever you want to do. Just make sure you tweet your shoutouts to us, and your tweets will be featured on stream. As long as it doesn't contain, profanities and trolls and whatnot. If it's a legit tweet, we will feature it on our stream. Of course, we will manually go through that. I believe the game is in the loading screen right now as well. So we are loading up on the map. Again, this is going to be Relics going up against Renovatio. This is a really important matchup for them. It's to determine who takes first seeding going into the final round of matches later on. I believe after this matchup, we will have Team Black Sheep 5 going up against Team Hot Hit Gaming as well. Those two teams will probably be battling out to see who makes it through to tomorrow as well, because both teams are down one game right now, and they're both going to have really hard final matchups with Hot Hit Gaming going up against Relics, as well as Black Sheep 5 going up against Renovatio. It's going to be pretty tough for them. I believe the game has started up, Mr. Admin, so you might want to change the scene. And I like looking at myself and all, but yeah, the game is going to be starting up here. We're going to have Team Relics on the blue side. Zes N, sorry, is going to be playing the Tasada. Bun, our favorite character, is going to be on the ETC. Zace is going to be on his Grey main. Mer is going to be on the Rega. And Trinity is going to be on the Lunara as they all hit towards that bottom lane. Over on the red side, though, Renovatio, we're going to see Hiskoa on the Keltas. Stronger. If they would stop moving around, I would be able to see who they're playing. Jumpy Lion is going to be on the Thrall. Stronger is going to be on his Uther. VYY is going to be on the Johanna. I think no, Har is actually going to be on the Johanna, while VYY is going to be on the Sylvanas. As you see a clash breaking out at the middle lane, VYY taking quite a bit of DOT damage from the Lunara, and will have to back off a little bit. Troll rotating towards that bottom, as we see the rest of the blue side now rotating towards the top, along with the red team giving chase onto them as well. Uta will be able to heal out VYY, and now with the condemned in by Haha, going to connect onto 3. Trinity dropping pretty low, has to be careful here. His Goa though taking quite a bit of damage as Relics pull ahead by 1 kill, but down goes Lunara too, and Mer now has to back off. Bun running for his life 2 as well. Goes in with the power slide. They're going to connect on 2. Mer trying to dish out as much damage as he can, but ETC will pay for it with his life as Renovatio holds strong. And we'll be able to take down the ETC. A nice 2 kills for the red team as they pull off slightly ahead in terms of those EXP. They are going to rotate towards the middle lane themselves, and will be able to pick off on a couple more creep kills at that middle. Condemn going to be used just to suck them in a little bit, but Mer with the Wolf is going to be able to get out of there and clear out the creep wave. Tasada now with the Oracle going to give them vision. Trinity wants to poke down Har, doing quite a bit of overtime damage there, as you can see. But he is going to be fine, as he is just going to be able to get back to the behind the gates, and that's why he is going to herf back. It is a small map, so he's going to be able to come back right away, though it does get cancelled out by Trinity. Living Bomb not going to spread there. Bottom lane Troll going up against that Grey Maid. Root in onto Zaze now, as Zaze jumps in and scratches at Jumpy Lion and backs off as well. Middle lane, Hiskoa taking a bit more DOT damage from Trinity, as he does spread the Living Bomb over to Zes-N. Oracle going to be used as well to try and just give some vision. Will they be able to carry out with the gank here? I don't think they will be able to do so. Wave by VYY to get away. Jumpy Lion at the bottom lane, not having a too good time against Zaze, but he does have company right now. Stronger and Hiskoa have rotated towards the bottom. Zaze feels like something is amiss, and he is backing off slightly a bit. We do see Keltas now coming in, gonna get off the Flame Strike, try to clear off that creep wave as fast as he can. Top lane though, the blue side doing the exact same thing, pushing down their top lane. Will they go for the tower? I don't think so. They will spot out Jumpy Lion, who does get off a Chain Lightning onto that Trinity playing Lunara. Bun Bun at that middle lane now with the Condemn, not going to connect into anyone here. You see the power slide in onto Hiskoa. He gets healed right back up. Root is going to connect onto Trinity, and down he goes with Jumpy Lion coming in to join in the fray of the fight. And they do get one more kill. Renovatio looking really, really strong right now. Zay's gonna get caught by a double tornado onto with Myrrh. But no follow-up just yet. ETC going a bit too far in front. Going to be able to power slide, but not away. As he gets taken down. Another 2 kills for Renovatio. As again, they pull ahead 4-1. This is looking really good for them. Renovatio having a strong start here. They do have enough for a turn in 2, so that's going to help them extend their lead as well. And this does look like they want to turn those gems in. Jumpy Lion at the top. Still not turning in just yet, though. They will get 44 gems turned in. And that should keep them from safeties for now. Myrrh and ZSN is waiting in the brush, trying to set something up here. Myrrh goes in, tries to do a bit of damage onto VYY, but he should be fine. Bottom, Zace is going to have to back off into the safety of his gate as well. Top lane, they will be able to get off a few turn-ins here, the blue side, as they look to push down the lanes. They do have enough for a turn-in themselves. Will they be able to get it off before the red team does? That is the question. But Renovatio starting out strong. The blue team, though, not far behind on EXP, though they have lost 3 heroes. Greyman has to be careful. The bottom lane gets a living bomb to the face. Is able to dodge out the tornado along with the flame strike. But Har, he could be in some trouble here. Getting surrounded by the entire blue side. Pops the shield to keep himself alive. Here comes the root in onto that Rega as he gets taken down. Rega unfortunately not going to be in the fight for this now. Bun Bun with the power side going to be able to get away. Wave coming off of VYY as Trinity now poking down that VYY as well. But it does look like the red team will be able to get their turn in off, summoning their first set of red web weavers. Bun Bun goes in with the face melt along with the power slide away. Har dropping quite low. Shield is not going to save him there as they will be able to get a consolation kill in favor of the blue side. As the web weavers are about to spawn up and they have to deal with them. VYY going to be able to hurf back to safety as well. As the blue side now converging in onto this bottom lane to try and deal with this web weaver. And it looks like they will be able to deal with this bottom one at least relatively quickly. Jumpy Lion is there trying to slow them down with those chain lightnings, but I don't think he's going to be able to do it by himself. Rega at the middle trying to stop out the push too. But the red side, they are going to rotate towards the top. They should be able to take down these towers along with the gate and maybe even this fort. It all depends on whether the blue side can get to them in time. It does look like they are rotating around right now. It does look like they have to back off too. So Myrrh is just going to go in. Living Bomb again onto Trinity. You might not want to spread that around there. As the red side does not really get too much with this first set of web weavers. They only get a couple of towers at that top lane and that's about it. The blue side now rotating back towards the middle. They want to set something up here. Some DOT damage coming out from Trinity onto Har. But he should be fine. He is of course a Johanna. Now the rest of Team Relics now converging in onto this middle lane, trying to set something up. Trinity is trying to bait this out here. He does have the shield by Tasada, so that's going to help him. Zay is now turning in those gems, and they will in turn summon up their own blue web weaver to help them push down. Will they have a better time pushing down those lanes here? That is the question. The red side does look like they are converging on their top to try and deal with this, and I think they should be fine. They might even want to try and go in for that fort push, but right now it is getting healed up by the Smule. Blue team is pushing in, trying to again maybe apply some pressure onto this red team who does back off. They are rotating towards this middle lane. I think this is the first set of web weavers that they want to deal with. Troll is at that bottom lane to deal with the bottom one. Hiskoa taking a bit of damage. Tornado as well as that living bomb not going to connect there. Now the web weaver pushing in. They should be able to get these towers out at least. Condemned in by Har here. Bun Bun with the living bomb might not want to spread it. Myrrh going to get it too. And they will be able to deal with the middle web weaver as they rotate around towards that bottom. Maybe trying to get a kill off Jumpy Lion here. But I don't think they are going to be able to do so. The root is going to connect as Trinity now makes work of this fort. And it does look like they will be able to take it down. I don't think Troll is going to be able to stop them out by themselves. But it does look like it's just going to be a trade-off as the red team pushes down that top. With the Sylvana's pushing power, they definitely will be able to get that fort at that top lane relatively easily before the blue team actually makes a push for a defense at the top. I don't think they are in fact going to be able to do so anyway. As now the blue side rotates towards that middle, maybe setting up a kill here onto Har, but it is a Johanna as mentioned. So it's definitely not going to be easy for him. Now the blue team just slowing down the game a little bit. They do have enough gems for a turn in yet again. Har coming with the condemn. Here we see a power slide in onto his Goa. Divine Shield going to be thrown up though. As both teams reach that level 10, Fiend is going to be used to zone them out. Sundering going to be thrown out as well as Bun falls. Really unfortunate for him there. Mur as well dropping low. Will have to back off. And thankfully for him, he will be able to back off to safety. Jumpy Lion with the DOT damage. Not going to be enough to bring him down. Zaze, however, will fall. Troll finally falls in the background. No heals for him by Uther. It's a 2-for-1 trade in favor of Renovatio. The EXP is still neck and neck. Renovatio trying to push in as best as they can right now. But they will have to be content with picking off 2 heroes, while ZN is going to be able to hurf back right in front of them. And again, it does look like they have enough to turn in. Just about. They will require Tasada to turn in his own set of gems as well. No, they actually will. The red team will get the gem turned in first, summoning their set of next Web Weavers. What will they be able to do with it this time around though? That is the question. Will they have a better time pushing down those towers, or will the blue team have a good time defending it as well? Now the red team rotating towards that bottom as they converge in with this Web Weaver to push out. The blue side will just be content with taking out the middle Web Weaver. Har is there as well. Will be spotted out by the spotting there, but he should be just fine as well. Bottom lane, they will get down the towers as the rest of the blue side will take down the middle Web Weaver and hit towards the bottom. The top one is down as well as we do see a fight happening right now. Har taking quite a bit of damage, but Zaze with the living bomb will have to back off. Bun is there as well as Zaze actually maybe had tried to spread it over to him. Not too sure if that was a troll or just by a mistake. It is going to be spawning soon though, as the blue team now making their way towards that area to try and turn their one in as well. I think they should be able to get it. Trinity is going to be the one to turn it in and summon up their set of blue Web Weavers. Blue team now, what are they going to do with this? It does look like Greymane is actually just going to pick up on this siege camp just as the Web Weavers were about to spawn to help alongside with the push. He's going to converge in and join with his team to try and push out this middle lane. But they have to deal with the first siege minions though. And they should be able to do so. Bun going to bump into Har. We'll be able to face melt him away. And now Har with the power slide in onto... Bun with the power slide in onto Har. But he takes quite a bit of damage. Nice force wall there. Blocking out 2 heroes. Ancestral healing going to be used to keep Trinity alive. But Mur is dropping extremely low as well. He has to back off here. And he can't go too far and too deep in. The Web Weavers are going to spawn and Relics are just going to look to push down those towers and maybe get off a fort at this middle and top lanes. It does look like they want to go for this. The damage does seem to be there and they should be able to get it. Red team though, they are pushing and converging in onto this middle. We do see a Divine Shoe thrown up onto Kiltas. Bun is too far up ahead. Har in the backgrounds as well. He could be taken down here. Force Ball going to be used to block him off. Tornado now connecting onto 2, but he's taking quite a bit of DOT damage himself. Bun now in with the power slide onto BYY. He's going to get taken down just like that. Condemn going to be used as well, but look at Zaze. He wants kill. He goes in for the Trust and he takes down the Johanna. And Relics is doing it. They take down 3. They will be able to push in and take down this outer set of towers as well. As now Renovatio left with 2 men to defend this. It does look like Relics are just going to rotate towards that top lane to take down this upper forts themselves. It does look like they actually want to go for the boss instead. I don't think Renovatio will be able to defend this. We do have a replay available, so let's check out what they do. What happened in that clash. As you can see, Johanna went a bit too deep inside. Nice force wall, going to be able to block him out there. Stuns coming out on Zaze, but here's the mistake that when they made. Bun goes in with the power side. VYY just unable to wave away in time as he gets taken down. And then following suit with the Greymane going in onto that Johanna. Nice force wall there, blocking out Jumpy Lion as he gets taken down as well. As we do have a clash happening in real time as well. They were able to take out the boss. No players down just yet. But the boss will go in favor of the blue side as Renovatio is going to be there though to defend this. They will be able to take down the outer fort at that top lane. And that's all they're going to lose. But all 3 forts are down. While Team Relics are going to pull a level ahead. One more level and they will be a full talent tier ahead as well over Renovatio. So Renovatio starting out shaky here. They did start out strong, but heading into the mid game, they are looking a little bit shaky. Relics seem to have a good grasp on the game thus far. Now Har could be in some trouble, gonna find Bun in this brush, but that's gonna be it as he backs off into safety. Now the blue side, they're just continuing on with the rotations, keeping those lanes pushed out as expected, trying to collect a few more gems. I think they need 4 more. Yep, they do need 4 more before they can actually turn in their next set of web weavers. So this is just the name of the game right now. It's just rotations and, you know, setting up on those kills. As this is why, you know, this map is such an even map and generally gets drawn out for longer play time. Is because those web weavers don't really give a huge swing or advantage for either team. And they're just able to, you know, defend with it and just keep themselves in the matchup. As you can see, now a full level ahead, a talent tier ahead as well is the blue side. Team Relics. So this is definitely the time for them to fight here if they want to go for it. But it does look like they want to just turn in those gems first, get themselves the next set of web weavers, and then go for the push. So right now they are level 16. They do not want to give the red team such an easy access to that level 16 themselves too. But I think they will be able to get it with this bottom wave along with the siege minions as well. Pushing down this middle lane is Team Relics as they start knocking on the door. Here comes those web weavers, but level 16 just a brink away for the red side. Now Tornado going to connect onto this Lunara who gets hit by the living bomb as well. Keota's going to throw out his Phoenix to zone them out a little bit, but the Rega heals is going to keep him alive. Ancestral healing going to be popped as well, and he will not have that available for this fight. Red side now, Har coming in from the back, probably going to try and set something up here with the Condemn. Here comes Jumpy Lion. Root actually not going to connect to Rega, but he is in a lot of trouble. Bun with the solo mosh pit, actually not solo, connecting on Zaze as well, connecting on 2. As we can hear the Nysas actually coming out from all the way here. Jumpy Lion gets taken down as well. Thrall falling in the background, but here with the Condemn, Kilta is going to get blocked out by the Force Wall, going to get taken down himself. Uta going to follow suit, and Relics are doing it. They take down 4. They won the Johanna, but they need to set their sights on the objectives. Now pushing down this keep, they could very well end this right here, right now, with a 20-second timer on Sylvanas and the rest of their team. I think it could easily go for core here, and it does look like they want to do so. Condemn going to be used to try and slow them down. But the blue side will be able to just focus down this core, and Relics doing an awesome job beating out Renovatio probably in this game number 1 here, pulling themselves ahead. They are on a roll. And Mur was right. They will be pulling out all the stops, and Renovatio will fall in game number 1 to Relics. Really well played to them. Hopefully we will have a replay available of what happened in the last clash. But really, really well played to Relic. We do have a replay. Let's check out what happened there in the last clash. As you can see here, Jumpy Lion and Har came in from the backside. They tried to jump Mur, but he was kept alive. Jumpy Lion took quite a bit of damage from Lunara, as you can see there. Nice mosh pit, again connecting on 2, taking out both the Sylvanas. Divine Shield had to be used on Uther, and he was able to get away, but Thrall fell in the upper line. Force Wall was going to block out his Koa, which led to his death. Uta just came a bit too far front and he died there as well, and that led to them, Team Relics, winning this game. They took down the keep and then ultimately finished off this core. So again, really, really well played to Team Relics, as they did look a bit shaky at the beginning, but coming towards the end, they took control of the game, and just with one push and a few mistakes coming up from Renovatio, they will be able to win this first game in this best of 3 series. So right now they are 1 game away from securing the slot in the first place of their group. But things are really looking good for Team Relics, as they look really, really strong. I will try to get an update for you for what's happening in Group B between Resurgence and GDG9 and the other teams. So, but right now I think we're going to go for a short break as we prepare for game number 2 between Relics and Renovatio. So this was Arctic Shadow. Stay tuned, guys. No, sorry. Renovatio playing against another team. I can't remember. Here we see a choke though. In Onzace instantly gets bursted down. A nice 5-man mosh pit, guys. The dream is real. Down goes Uta. Down goes Li Ming. But they are still in disarray.